The Lions, the Chiefs. The Thanksgiving tradition continues. Sellout of 80,000 at Pontiac Silverdome. Michigan fans again celebrate this holiday as football family. Fathers bringing their children to root for the Lions, just as my own father did for me 40 years ago at Old Brick Stadium. A football tradition. It began in '34, Lions Thanksgiving Day. There's plenty to cheer. Two of the NFL's greatest running backs are the featured entree. Kansas City's record-setting Marcus Allen, the oldest starting NFL running back ever, and Detroit's incomparable Barry Sanders, like Allen, on a direct and spectacular course toward pro football's Hall of Fame. And hello, everyone. Along with Paul McGuire and Phil Simms, we wish you a happy and meaningful Thanksgiving. And it certainly is an important one for Kansas City, making such a drastic change, a winning team changing their quarterback.
Well, starting a new quarterback, but there's a lot of factors working in Rich Gannon's favor today for Kansas City. One, it's a short week, so he shouldn't get as nervous because he doesn't have that many days to think about it. Two, he's away from home where the Kansas City fans have been very hard on this Kansas City offense. But most importantly, he's facing a Lion defense, which in the last 6 weeks has really struggled, giving up a lot of yards against the pass and the run. People are scoring a lot of points on him, so this is a good spot to insert a new quarterback.
Detroit's defense could be good therapy. Part of the tradition here in Detroit on this holiday is great running backs. In my day, it was cheering for Doak Walker. No question about who the young kids are cheering him for today.
The most exciting runner in football, I think, and it's Barry Sanders. We talked to Marcus Allen yesterday, and Marcus Allen said he, to me, is the most exciting runner he's ever seen. And this is a player that the players themselves would pay to go see. Marty Schottenheimer said playing against him is like sitting on a keg of dynamite for 3 hours and hoping, God, that you can get out of town before this thing goes off. But the interesting thing about Barry Sanders, in 8 consecutive seasons, over 1,000 yards, and in his career so far, he's averaging over almost 5 yards a carry.
Well, the eyes will be on Sanders, including Marcus Allen, with an appreciative look. He goes for his own NFL record today. And in the white jerseys take the field, and it's Rich Gannon, his first start in a couple of years since coming over from Washington. Criswell, Zott, Grenard, Shields, and Siglar, the blockers. The great Marcus Allen in the backfield, along with Kimball Anders, the top receiver at fullback. Penn and LaChapelle are the wide receivers, and Derek Walker, the blocking tight end. Steve Bono, a spectator to start today. Anders in motion. Gannon comes out throwing and hits his tight end Walker at the 30-yard line, a pickup of 7. The starters, front four of Porsche, who leads with 7 sacks. Thomas and Ellis have 5 each, and Kerwin Waldrop, a rookie from Central State, Ohio. Antonio London, Johnson in the middle, Reggie Brown, their top draft pick from Texas A&M. McNeil has 5 picks. Corey Raymond at the other corner. Benny Blades leads in tackles. Van Defense. Third and a short 2. LaChapelle in motion. Play action for Gannon, who's a good scrambler. He looks like he wants to run. He does, and dives for a first down at the 35. Rich Gannon under pressure, and he can't get it off. Anders hit as he delivered the ball. Robert Porsche and Antonio London in on the quarterback. Opportunity, Scott Mitchell with only Barry Sanders behind him. Pete Metzelaar is the tight end in motion. Play action. The left-hander Mitchell. His hand is hit as he throws. Incomplete as Derek Thomas in on the Detroit quarterback. Here's how the Lions line up as starters. With the Roberts, Compton, the Pro Bowler Glover at center. Jeff Hardings, they really love this rookie from Penn State, and Zephyrus Moss. Sanders, the lone running back, with the 3 wide receivers. Perriman, Morton, and Moore. Moore leads with 77, among the league leaders again. And Pete Metzelaar is the former Bills tight end. Morton in motion. Mitchell under pressure. Scrambles, throws, complete. Perriman at the 44. His 68th catch of the season. Vince Smith, Phillips, Saliamua, and Booker, the front 4. Derek Thomas, Simeon, and Davis, the linebackers, although Donnie Edwards has started for Simeon against the 3 wide receiver set. Carter and Hasty as good a pair of cornerbacks as there are in the NFL. Brian Washington and Mark Collins. Collins having a career season with 5 interceptions. Delayed is Sanders, and it's read by Keith Traylor, the defensive tackle from Central Oklahoma, and Sanders hit for a loss.
There's one defense usually like the pressure, maybe blitz or play man coverage, but because they don't want their backs to bury Sanders all the time, they'll play a little more zone.
Here comes a safety blitz, and Mitchell is hit and tackled by Donnie Edwards. Edwards, the rookie from UCLA, getting his first start, and it was Mark Collins who came up with the ball. Collins
Team comes from way back there. He knows the snap count of Scott Mitchell, and he hits the open hole. And you talked about it earlier. Mark Collins is having a fantastic year playing safety.
I don't think there's anything quite like football on Thanksgiving Day. The opener wouldn't be like that. Homecoming probably isn't like that in college. Thanksgiving Day is special, and of course, with our opportunity to play today in the great tradition of Detroit, it's something that we're looking forward to.
Down the plays, and this is 3rd and 7 from just outside the 11-yard line. Lions showing blitz. Wide open is Anders. 25-30. Finally hit from behind and down at the 37-yard line. Ryan McNeil securing the tackle, a 25-yard play. Marcus, 40, 45, got a blocker in front. And Allen inside the Detroit 30 before Benny Blades can save a touchdown.
Last year, and then he does things like this. It makes you wonder, will it be his last year or not? Watch Marcus run.
Well, the Detroit defense, that front four, Paul, they love to get up the field, and if they don't make the tackle, it creates a lot of big gaps for the offensive running game.
Senior 6, he knows how to find the end zone. Marcus Allen, 131 career touchdowns, second to Jerry Rice, and of course one away from snapping the tie with Walter Payton, most rushing touchdowns in NFL history. Gannon, wide open is LaChapelle, and he is close to a first down. And changing his play, Greg Hill has replaced Allen in the backfield. 2nd and 2. To Anders, left alone in the flat, and he has a first down and more to the Detroit 11-yard line. Antonio London, the tackler, on that run on this drive, the longest of the season for Marcus, and he gets the call. Cutting back to the 8-yard line, 8 yards away from a touchdown.
There's not a lot of great talent on defense, and that's one of the reasons why they struggle.
2nd and 6. Gannon can walk it in. Did he get in? They mark it right at the 1-foot line. Reggie Brown got a piece of him and denies the touchdown. To
start walking that in like you suggested. He'd have gotten killed. Reggie Brown was at the outside. Watch this. I'll tell you, Gannon really does the smart thing and runs with the football.
And he scores.
Yeah, that was a touchdown.
Football hits the pylon and is part of the end zone.
Allen waits. Marcus has it. Marcus has his 111th touchdown in a great career. He passes Walter Payton. He says he'll hold on to it for a while because he knows Emmitt Smith is breathing right behind.
Look at it, and here comes the bench is clearing for Marcus. They're all out there to congratulate him. You know, it is. I'm gonna bring it up, and I know you wouldn't. You did his first touchdown, you did his 100th touchdown, and now you do his NFL record-breaking touchdown. That's magnificent.
Well, that's just good luck. And Marcus Allen, he took the half-hour drive from this stadium, kicks the extra point, and Marcus Allen's record-scoring rushing touchdown gives Kansas City a 7-0 lead. Marcus Allen, #1 pick by the Raiders out of Southern California, Rookie of the Year, then the most valuable player the last time the AFC won the Super Bowl, setting records through the way, but there were low moments, 4 years where he didn't play much for Al Davis's Raiders, then signed by the Chiefs 3 years ago, and just continued moving up the list of all-time running backs, and now is the leader in both receptions and rushing touchdowns. Barry Sanders. What a movie put on Anthony Davis. It didn't net a lot of yardage, but with 77 catches coming in, second in the league, under some pressure, but open is Brett Perriman, and Perriman very fast down the sidelines to the Kansas City 37.
Sometimes who has the receiver once he crosses the field, and that's what happened to Brett Perriman that time. No.
At 401 starting today. Sanders and read well by Davis. So this time Anthony Davis didn't let Sanders get away. Minus 2 yards rushing. Of course, that's Barry Sanders' total in 5 tries. Mitchell, good protection, and his receiver Barry Sanders colliding with Anthony Davis at the 35 and a flag down. Right,
Detroit, and it isn't. I don't know how he can even think that.
No, Anthony Davis gets tangled up with Barry Sanders. He's expecting to come out and run one of those 5-yard routes, but he was
holding
going.
Defense, number 50, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Second and long, first down at the 40-yard line. Take to Sanders. Mitchell scrambling. And down at the 36-yard line, Donnie Edwards, the linebacker.
All year, and he says we change almost every week what we want to do.
Here comes Sanders. Breaks a tackle, stays in bounds. That's what they come to cheer. Sanders' best run of this first quarter, 10 yards. Gets the call again with blockers in front. Runs through that tackle as Mark Collins finally got him out of bounds, but Dale Carter just sweeping it clean air.
Derek Thomas does the watch him go inside, number 58. When you go inside and get taken inside, it just opens the outside and you have no chance of getting there.
Well, Marty Schottenheimer told us you've got to corral Barry Sanders. One person can't do it. You need a lot of help, so stay in your lane, keep him inside so everybody can come in, help you make the tackle.
That's going to be the final play of this opening quarter. Back-to-back runs by Sanders. Position end of a quarter. 7-0 Kansas City. 9 every time he's run the ball in his 8 years in the league, and each season over 1,000 yards for Sanders. Mitchell into the end zone. Morton, touchdown. Johnny Morton. Plays the payoff. Mitchell 16 yards to Morton. The Lions and the Chiefs are tied at 7. Second and a short 8 over the middle by Sean LaChapelle, and was he drilled?
That was a dart. That was a dart.
Right. Next quarterback, he didn't want to hear it.
Where's the holiday spirit? Ellis wants to know. It's Greg Hill, hit at the 27, the 28-yard line, well short of a first down. Hill, who has carried for nearly 300 yards in the last 4 games and averaging 5.8. And here's Herman Moore back from the locker room. Gannon under pressure, fumbles the ball. Free ball toward the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown, Detroit. But let's see who created it. It looked to be Porcher who hit Gannon.
Well, sometimes when you have a scrambling quarterback, moves around, buys himself some extra time, that's what's going to happen. A defensive lineman gets that extra second, can come in and cause a turnover.
Porcher gets it, and he's ISO. Look at the hustle. Now see Sigler right here. Watch what happens. Porcher gets it. Watch what Sigler does. Now Gannon might have gotten the ball, but Sigler comes in on top of it and knocks the ball away. That goes into the end zone. Touchdown.
And you saw Kimball Landers trying to reach in for Kansas City, was injured on the play as Barry Sanders cheers the gift.
Gannon may have had it. Watch Sigler, number 66. He's the guy that reaches in, knocks the ball away. Now you see the guy that's on the ground, 95.
Mike Wells, 95.
Watch who ends up with the ball. He was on the ground. There's Wells. See what happens when you hustle, get up off the ground, get a touchdown.
And rookie Kerwin Waldrop had the touchdown and just kind of fumbled it to his teammate. He'll be kidded about that all next week.
That thing takes some funny bounces when it's laying there on the ground. You know that?
Lion Wives, as well as the organization itself. They are collecting coats for the underprivileged from the fans who have come in today. So far, they've collected more than 1 ton of coats. Over the past 5 years, they've collected 7 tons. That's about 5,000 coats. They will be distributed by the Salvation Army to all of the underprivileged and needy here in the Detroit area. Dick?
All right, Jim, that is a nice story. Paul finally said, you got any questions for me?
Yeah.
After a loss by Sanders.
Intercepted. It's the rookie Edwards going for the 25 and out of bounds at the 24. Johnny Morton saved a touchdown.
Del Paul, he steps up in the pocket. I think he feels the defensive players get around him. The receiver is wide open. The ball just gets away from him. He overthrows Johnny Morton, and Donnie Edwards he's thankful. Scott Mitchell does a good job stepping up in the pocket, but what he does, he stops, he dips under the ball, makes it go high. That's the reason for the interception.
Yeah, Mitchell, 2nd down 8. Hill again has some blockers inside the 20 to the 17, about 2.5 yards short of the first down. Now a critical 3rd down and 3 for Kansas City. Gannon to the end zone.
What a catch by Chris Penn for a touchdown. 17 yards, a spectacular catch, and Penn injured on the play.
And let's take another look.
You see Chris Penn on the outside. It's just a quick post route. The ball actually looks like it gets past him, gets his fingertips on it. And what a job holding on to it, because he knew he could see the safety coming across. He knew he was going to take a big hit.
Watch the shot by Malone, right at the screen. Bam! Right here, and still holds on to the ball. You know what I think? I think McNeil helped him by bringing his arm in. He helped him pull the ball in. McNeil has his arm around the back. Now watch McNeil, 47. See him pull it back into him? He helps him pull the ball in.
And with his 5th touchdown catch, young man out of Tulsa, where his quarterback was Gus Frerotte, who's working today in the practice field, getting ready for the Skins game on Sunday.
Rich Gannon on the play. After he throws the touchdown, he hops around like he might have hurt his foot. He sets and he throws.
Yeah, his own man. Sigler stepped on his foot. Sigler's...
One more look at one of the top catches of the year. Chris Penn of Kansas City pays the price. The dividend is a 14-all tie. Look again as McNeil from behind, and then Malone from in front. Watch Malone as he comes in, makes the hit, upper chest, and catches part of the chin as well.
Passes away.
3rd down and 9. Mitchell underneath. Perriman diving to the 19, and it looks as if he got enough for the first down.
That's the football and get up the field.
Now it's Sanders, and he's wrapped up in the backfield by Brian Washington. 2nd and 13 draw. How does he keep his balance?
Sanders up the sideline. Collins to beat, and Collins gets him out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Gets out in front, makes an excellent block. Watch number 71 at the end of the line of scrimmage. Boom, steps up, gets the extra linebacker. Donnie Edwards creates the hole for Barry Sanders.
You know who else got an outstanding block was Pete Metzelaar's number 89, because he stayed with Neil Smith. He didn't block him. He forced him to the outside and would not allow.
Short game, 3rd down and 10 at the 42.
Barry's back.
So blitz again. Here comes Collins. The quick throw is complete. And a good move by Brett Perriman to pick up the first down. They had him 2 yards shy, but Dale Carter unable to keep him contained and
hurt much in his career, and he's going to be productive for a long time.
Oh, play action, halfback pass for Moore, intercepted in the end zone. Mark Collins gets his 6th interception of the year. The Chiefs had that one well covered.
Mark Collins told us yesterday, he says, I sit back there at safety, and in case one of my defensive backs is a little too aggressive against a run.
Very well. Everything is working for you, Phil. You're running the short passes. This guy's running well, and the coverage, and they're throwing it to Herman Moore, who can't get off the line of scrimmage.
Well, Paul, you're running here because everything is working. You want the defense to be aggressive and come up. But Barry Sanders, not a very good decision maker and when to throw the football.
Prior to that one in his career, 1 for 2. Here's Marcus Allen. Stepping through a hole, driving for a first down across the 30-yard line. The last time the Lions had a running back pass for a touchdown was 12 years ago against the Eagles. James Jones connected. It was a 22-yarder to the quarterback, Gary Danielson. The Eagles and Lions played to a tie that day, 23-23. In fact, the llast time that the Lions played to a tie.
You ever catch a touchdown pass?
No.
Oh, that's right. I saw you drop a couple.
Sure did.
Approaching 2-minute warning. The give is to Kimball Anders, who's back in there. That's a good news for the Chiefs, and he picks up 14 and the first down at the 45 at the 2-minute warning. 1:55 left in the first half. Mark Callens saves a score. It's still tied at 14. Into double coverage. First down Chiefs, less than 2 to go. Marcus Allen to midfield. Clock running, 1:50 left in this first half. Second down and 5. No huddle for Gannon, who throws to Walker, the tight end, and Derek Walker, who played nearby at the University of Michigan, knocked out of bounds close to the 1 and 2. Allen finds enough, gets into the Detroit 45-44 yard line. Stephen Boyd makes the tackle, and with all his timeouts spent, 49 seconds. Screen to Anders, and he's inside the 40, short of the first down at the 38, and that brings up 4th down. The final dance.
One of those long count deals?
No. 4th down draw. Gannon. Quarterback draw works for the first down.
That's what Rich Gannon was saying. I think I can get it on a quarterback draw. Empty the backfield.
Oh, he's going to go for it to the sidelines. Underneath to Reggie Johnson, the tight end. He stays in bounds, however, to the 22. But now they're well in Pete Stoyanovich range, and Marty Schottenheimer orchestrating with
24-second clock.
They just do it. Does he get it down, or did it? It's at 0 now. Let's see what referee Gary Lane calls.
You know what happened? Reggie Johnson was hurt. He couldn't get back up off the turf. Reggie Johnson couldn't get up, and Gannon looked out there and saw him on the other side of the line of scrimmage and couldn't get the play off.
Gannon was looking at the 24-second clock instead of the game clock. The 24-second clock still had time upon it.
But look it up here on the top, Phil.
Reggie Johnson finally lining up. Well, they got this. The ball was snapped before at 1 second remaining. We go to Gumbel and NFL on NBC in New York right after these words from your local station. Chiefs and Lions tied at 14, and a very interesting first half in terms of the two featured performers, Barry Sanders and Marcus Allen. They're both over 60 yards, both averaging over 5 yards a carry, so they've matched each other's efforts, as have the two teams in score. Look at Marcus with a historic touchdown and 62, and Barry with a yard more.
Well, we knew that Detroit, they're going to run the ball. Barry Sanders, why not? The thing that's kind of bothered me, Phil, a little bit about this game with the Kansas City Chiefs, how conservative they've been in this first half. The only long pass really is the one to Penn for the touchdown.
Well, use Rich Gannon's mobility, get him outside, move him around, let him get the football down the field, because this Detroit defense has been giving up big plays for the last 6 weeks.
Left the field, and Lane told him that when his head linesman looked up at the clock that there was no time left, but clearly there was a second. Marty Schottenheimer is going to continue to run the ball in the second half. I spoke to Wayne Fonts, and he said that's just fine with him. We'll stay in our soft defense and force them to throw the ball. Until they do, we're going to stay soft.
And statistics on the Chiefs running almost at will against this Detroit defense. A couple of turnovers by the Lions, one by Donnie Edwards. An interception led to a Detroit score.
You know, they got to kill the clock, hustle the team up there and get it done. Wasted too much time looking for direction.
Mitchell sidearms run out to Moore, and Moore down at the 42-yard line. Dale Carter, the defender, the runner. 3rd down and 4. Into the flat, open is Perriman. And Brett Perriman, who led the Lions in catches with 5 in the first half, has another. Brian Washington, the defender. 2nd down and 8 for the Lions near midfield. Traylor was not seriously injured. Underneath to the tight end Metzelars at the 44, where it'll be 3rd down and 4. You saw that skyline. New heartbeat for the Motor City. It happened around the year 2000. What a way to start the new millennium. Herman Moore has the hitch and the first down at the 38 as he goes over 1,000 yards for the season. And there's his wife Angela, their 2 sons. She receiver. Intercepted on the deflection. Davis deflected it, and Tony Stargell has his first interception as a Kansas City Chief. That's 3 interceptions by the Chiefs today.
Well, Scott Mitchell hesitates just for a second. Like you hesitate a little. You look down the field. He wants to throw it. And watch it fall out of the bottom of his hand. Well, you can't quite see it there. It goes lower than he anticipated. Look at it. Nose of the ball going down. Anthony Davis should have picked it off. Tony Stargell does. Gannon involved in this game.
2nd and 8. It's Allen again. And he gets only a yard to the 30.
If you're going to change quarterback, not put this in the hands of the quarterback on 3rd down and say, okay, it's 3rd and 7, now you pick it up.
He was grabbing at his left ankle. 85, Johnson.
Now, Reggie Johnson, as you know, got hurt just in the last play of the first half. And here he is again. Watch his leg. It just buckles on him and pops. It's his left leg. And just leaves. He's driving on it, and it gave way. And now he's out.
That puts the Chiefs already thin receiving core. There's Keith Cash. So 3rd down 7 for Gannon. Porcher pushing the pocket. The throw incomplete. And a flag down. Porcher driving right up the middle. And a flag thrown by the referee.
And then you hit the quarterback in the face.
Roughing the passer, number 91 on the defense, blow to the face, 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
Porcher, you've got to watch his right arm, and what's going to happen, he's going to hit Gannon in the face. Here he is forcing his way back, fighting his way through, and watch his right arm. Bam, he hits him right in the mouth. That's what they call.
Well, it's a tough call against the defensive lineman, Paul. He's reaching in there. He's got 2 guys blocking him. He sticks the hand up to try to stop the pass and get to the quarterback.
Gannon trips as he comes back from center, and now finally is downed at the 39. Will Shields appeared to be pulling out, tripped up his own quarterback.
It happened. Tim Grunhard might step on his foot. No, it's the guard, Dave Zott, the left guard, stepping back trying to create a block. All right, Rick, now it's 3rd and 12. Pick it up for us.
Gannon now scrambling, chased by London, and finally Benny Blades makes sure he gets out of bounds, and the Lions have held. One of the few times this year that Lions fans can cheer the defense. Last 12, even though they're 5-7 on the year, tough to beat Detroit here. Underneath they go to Moore, and Moore has a 1st down at the 34. James Hasty, the tackler. 5th line.
Oh, it worries me. I think you actually do see it.
2nd and 7. Sanders. It's just like a boxer jabbing. Look at
Wayne said I only had a 1 pillow gut. And he also had cheap cigars, which I like, expensive cigars.
Mitchell drives out to the 45, and that'll be good enough for a 1st down. Brian Washington for Kansas City covered him. Said that there'll be changes made. Didn't mean that I'd be fired, he said. Fumble by the quarterback Mitchell, and I believe he fell on it as Keith Traylor, injured earlier, with a hand in to knock it away. 2nd down and a dozen. There go Keith semi-trailer. And that's going to be delay of game, I believe. Now Mitchell, after recovering the fumble, slow and getting back to the huddle.
Because he doesn't want to be affected by the crowd. He told us that.
He goes long this time, down the sidelines and out of bounds. There's no chance. Flag goes down as Herman Moore crowded along the sidelines. Illegal chuck. Well, you should have said that's what you think.
The front 4 is not getting to the quarterback, and you can see here today when they don't get around Scott Mitchell, the receivers are getting open with the extra time.
Full time at 14, late in the 3rd. Underneath, Moore wide open, and he gets out of bounds with a 1st down at the Kansas City 42.
Well, Scott Mitchell told us this is one area where the Kansas City Chiefs, and we've said the defense is weak.
Quickie, and it's Perriman. Gain of about 5. Carter, the defenders. Right guard Jeff Harding, 64. Mitchell. Complete. It's Morton. And a first down inside the 25. So Scott Mitchell now is 8 for 9 on 3rd down. He's been delivering. Sanders. He didn't go to gain a yard. In fact, loses as Anthony Davis makes the tackle. But that one move he made just behind the guard position was, well, only Sanders has it.
Yeah, it had about 4 or 5 shakes to it.
Telling Dale Carter about that coverage. 3rd and 17. At the 13-yard line. First down or not? It's going to be close.
Does not have a chance. He's going to be coming from the left-hand side of the screen, folks. And when he does, Mitchell sees him. He just blocks his body. Look at Hastings behind. Really has no chance to make a play on Moore. It's outstanding. Here it comes.
They needed 17. They got 17 plus. First down.
Well, when you look at Barry Sanders, watch how quick he gets back out to the outside. The hole is not there. Metzelaars is blocking at the line of scrimmage. When he gets back out, after one step, he's still full speed.
And then has the leg strength to pull away from Stargella, get in the end zone. 21-14, Lions face. With Phil Simms, Paul McGuire, and Jim Gray. Kansas City ball, 2nd down 8 at the 38. Rich Gannon with that pass at the end of the 3rd quarter. That was his first pass of the 2nd half. Under pressure, he likes to scramble. He has 5, he has more, and a first down at the 49-yard line.
Now that was a very good move. They're with him. Watch Gannon. Once he sees Porcher there inside, he just takes off to the outside. Everybody's covered. Watch this little move here. Little dip outside, back to the inside, and goodbye.
First down at the 49 for Gannon, who was yards today. The passes, as you pointed out, Paul, all have been very short and safe. Greg Hill finds some room, and he is to the Detroit 35-yard line. A gain of 16 more. It kind of made plans for the rest of his life.
But when he came out of college, a lot of teams did not want to draft him as a quarterback. They thought he was fast enough and athletic enough to be a running back in the NFL.
Greg Hill, oh, look at him weave and work, and he's close to a first down. The former star at Texas A&M in his 3rd season, starting to blossom for the Chiefs.
He was upset after that play because he said, I was being held, and Kimball Anders did have that left arm on the outside.
Hill again. Has the speed to turn the corner, and now out of bounds at the 17-yard line. A gain of almost 8 more before Corey Raymond can bump him out.
Well,
the short 3. Marcus Allen now in. And Allen threw a big hole up the middle is to the 19, the 18. That'll be another first down for the Chiefs with 12 minutes left in the 4th.
In the field yesterday, I don't know if it's a step above concrete or not. This is about as hard as anything any field I've ever been on.
Greg Hill in. First down. It's Hill to the 10-yard line. Keith Diego cheering along with the Kansas City folks. 2nd down. Gannon. Roll. Throw. Touchdown. Derek Walker, the tight end.
This is
now you gotta like the call there, Paul.
I love the call.
I love it too.
At 21.
Excellent fake by Rich Gannon. Fakes out Robert Porcher, gets outside, buys extra time, sees Derek Walker coming across. Excellent throw for the touchdown. Oh, just one.
Stoyanovich kicks it off with 10:53 left in the 4th, tied at 21. Glenn Milburn at the 4. Milburn sees some daylight at the 35, 40, 45, spins to the 48 of Kansas City. Big return, almost a penalty down at the 15. I think it was Kolkowski who was able to not block his man in the back.
You've got to get in there.
Look at that, 6 minus carries, 13 of his 19 for 3 yards or less, but it's the other 6 that the defense is crazy. Mitchell throwing deep downfield, flag down as Perriman makes the catch. Brett Perriman tackled at the 3 by Carter. Did he push off?
Penalties decline. First down.
It was unthinkable early in this year. Most teams wouldn't even throw the ball at number 34, Dale Carter. The last couple weeks, everybody's throwing it at him. First off, there's too much contact down the field. But look at the underthrown ball. Brett Perriman comes back. Dale Carter had no clue the ball had been thrown.
The NFL in the red zone, the Lions in scoring touchdowns. Barry Sanders. He is smothered, no gain.
Well, dude, they get in the way. Get out of his way.
Carter out, Martin Bayless in, playing a kind of a cover linebacker. Mitchell comes in, almost intercepted. It was right in the midst of Mark Collins. He was looking for his second pick of the day. 3rd and goal. Mitchell. Incomplete. Herman Moore had fallen. Dale Carter covering. And so one of the times this year that the Lions defense does not produce a touchdown in the red zone on 4th and goal.
Put to Herman Moore, and really we expected maybe a high pass so he could out-jump the smaller defenders.
To break the tie, a 20-yard field goal attempt by Hansen. And the Lions lead 24-21. 8:41 left in the 4th quarter. Detroit Lions, what a pleasure to be able to watch Barry Sanders do his thing.
The most unassuming man I've ever been around. I mean, he just...
Well, they had to do with
Out of bounds.
officiating mistake.
And we'd have replay a lot. We don't want that, Dick.
No, I don't want it. I never have wanted it. Gannon scrambles again and gets sizable yardage down the sidelines, out of bounds near the 40-yard line.
He lets it happen. If it's a run, he just takes off.
45 yards rushing for Gannon. The Chiefs have 200 yards rushing to this point. 205, 208 yards as Greg Hill picks up 8 on first down.
Those are not hit it hard enough. The last few games, he's running through there with speed and making quick decisions.
Yeah, he did there. No hesitation. Another 4 yards and a first down at the Detroit 48.
Now they look a little tired to me, too, especially the interior defensive linemen.
3rd and a short 6. Hill, what a cut. First down at the 36-yard line. Benny Blades with the tackle. Great running plays for the Chiefs on this drive. And another. No, play action. And the throw complete to Anders. And he is knocked out of bounds by Pepper Johnson. Seattle, some of you will see the Oilers and Jets doubleheader Sunday. Hill again drives to the 26-yard line, and he's near another first down. Tackled by Blades and by Ron Rice. And as Kansas City piling up big yards on the ground today, well over 200. Gannon on first down. Screams it to Donnell Bennett, the former University of Miami star, finally knocked out of bounds. Continues, 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Tom McNair finds a hole, and he's to the 16-yard line. Appears to be a yard shy of a first down. Mike Hughes and Lapel to the right. 3rd and 1. Gannon completes it to McNair, a first down. He only needed a yard. He got almost 3. Van Malone made the tackle. 2:35, 2:34, the clock running. And Gannon's 15 for 18 passing, and yet Kansas City trails by 3. Hill. Flags fly. Hill to the 13.
We got defense offside.
Offsides. Defense. Number 59. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Greg Hill to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for the Chiefs. Ryan McNeil was the last blue jersey in his path. In danger of losing their lead, have only one timeout if and when they get the ball back. Marcus Allen to the 1. Pulled back. Pepper Johnson got a hold of his shoulder pads, and Keith Washington there as well.
The reason that they had 10 guys on it, and it's no excuse, but the reason is Marcus Allen came on the field. And when Marcus Allen, they have a different package.
Second and goal. Marcus Allen at tailback. And Allen, no signal yet by the officials. They have not said touchdown as yet. The Chiefs think they have a score. Clock stopped at 46 seconds. Touchdown, Kansas City. The second for Marcus Allen.
Always running the ball short yardage down the goal line, and Marcus Allen jumped from about 4 yards out.
He left from the 4-yard line. If you see this from the side angle, Marcus Allen, there it is. The ball is over. All it has to do is touch it. That was touchdown. Good call.
They used almost 8 full minutes on that drive, Kansas City. Stoyanovich adds the extra point, flags down. It appeared that the Lions were offside. Game, Rich Gannon in his debut as a starter, 15 for 18, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I like to see here, though. I mean, there's only 31 seconds left to go, and they're throwing a short pass. You really can't go deep on these guys, but get the ball in the hands of Barry Sanders one more time in space, and maybe he can make some things happen.
Mitchell steps up. Throws complete to Moore at the 30.
Don't even take a chance of running another play.
Flag down. I believe Sanders hadn't set. Underneath to the tight end Metzelaars. His first catch is at 40. Clock stops with 8 seconds.
I mean, why are you throwing the ball in the middle of the field under any circumstances here?
You should be throwing the Hail Mary right from the start, the very first play, but
no timeouts left, and you commit the penalty. You wipe off 10. Game's over.
Inside of 2 minutes, in a hurry-up offense, the team out of timeouts has a foul. There is a 10-second runoff. The game is over.
And the Kansas City Chiefs move to 9-4. Wayne Fonts, the winningest coach in Lions history, and his future certainly in jeopardy now as his Lions fall to 5-8. As Wayne said so prophetically at the start of the year, he predicted the Lions would be a Super Bowl team. He said that was over on the opening kickoff of the first game. I proved I was wrong. And solid effort by Detroit. A terrifically entertaining game, and Kansas City goes home with a very important victory as